friends and enemies, and welcome back to Dungeons Deviants presents The Fractured Star, brought to you by Cosplay Deviants. I'm your Dungeon Master, Chance Sterling, and we are heading into the final bend of our campaign. Our adventurers, beings from another world, pulled from a convention into a fantasy epic where they have been chosen to reunite the 5 pieces of the Fractured Star, venturing into 5 different counties, fighting, bargaining, making deals with tentacles to be able to unite this important star piece to defeat the evil Worm King. But these star pieces did not come without a cost. Recently, one of the heads of one of the nations, the leader of the monks at the gate, Hitchcock, fell in battle. And the majority of the Horselands, including their capital, Horsetopia, has been burned to the ground. As we last left our heroes, it was a hard-fought battle, and they were able to survive, able to save the general of the armies, General Sugarspice. However, in the middle of that combat, there was also a revelation for one of their own, Harley. And that's where we're going to jump back in, and we will say hello to everybody, see how we're doing. Hi, there was a lot of emotions last time. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Bunny, why don't you kick us off this time?
Hi, I'm Bunny Jade, and I'm scared.
I'm Raynaria, and I swear I had something for this.
I'm Sybil Starlight, show leg.
I'm Lizzie, and I be thinking about cheese.
It's a whole mood.
Sure is. Hi, I'm Harley Sin, and I don't have pants on.
That's a whole mood.
We're cosplay deviants. When do we have pants on?
That's a good question.
So Harley, a lot happened last episode, but I kind of want to focus in on you as we resolve. If we pick up right at the moment where the rest of the group was there attempting, they were successful in saving General Sugarspice. They found that the last piece of the Fractured Star is in their grasp. You are outside of the stables. Why?
Well, I have gone into my true form, which means I no longer have my little satyr feetsies nor my hoovesies, and I don't have pants on, so I'm grabbing like one of the hay barrels and just like, or little bales, and just kind of holding it in front of me. And I'm gonna head towards the front so I can try to find everybody and see what all just happened.
Sugarspice looks up to the 4 of you that are in the stable and says, "There are only 4. Where's the 5th? Where is Harley?"
Pretty sure she died.
I healed her. I healed.
I'm just gonna kind of like throw my thumb over my shoulder and be like, "That's Harley."
And I'm just standing there, no horns, no hoovesies, half naked with a little goatee.
No goatee, no goat legs.
Goatee, no goat legs. And I just kind of like shyly wave, like, hi.
Okay.
I'm like,
All right.
cradling Sugar Spice's face, and I turn and see you, and I'm just like, what?
So much has happened.
So much happening right now.
And I'm just gonna like kind of like go into like a slight frazzle and be like, I woke up before you guys and you guys all looked so cool, and then something in my mind was just like happened, and then I suddenly had goat legs and I realized I could change and wasn't sure how you guys were gonna react when I looked more masculine, and so I just did this thing. I think if I get some rest or fully heal, I'll be able to go back and maybe not be so pantsless.
Not be so pantsless.
Here, go ahead and.
I was about to do that.
Oh, just a moment.
This is...
I will. I am the hero here, and my cape billows out behind me because it's the cloak of billowing. Thank you, Chan. That's
Very
the noise.
dramatic.
And then I will take it off, and I will
Billow
hand
it
to
off.
And then I'll just kind of like put it like a half skirt, like put it up around my waist. So I've got like a
Like a
very high
towel.
slit.
you.
Yeah.
Like a towel. All right.
And I'm covered on the lower half.
Okay.
And
Thank
it's
you.
still billowing
Yeah, the little-
beautifully like you're some kind of supermodel standing on a windy beach.
Or like a glorious sarong. Like, yeah.
Beauty.
All right. You've rescued Sugar Spice. She is able to stand. She is weak, but she is able to travel. At this point, Nimblecolt, Captain Nimblecolt, runs up and has been circling the area trying to see if there are any other survivors. He runs up and kneels in front of Sugar Spice and just like, General, the capital's fallen. I found no survivors. And Sugar Spice just is very solemn and doesn't have much to say at this point. It seems like this might be even more than she was ready for in this sort of situation.
That's a bad time.
She looks to you and says, Champions, I am at a loss. I at this point, I feel I need to follow you. Well, what is our next move? What do we do?
We need to get back to Castle Concordia.
We need to regroup.
We gotta kill some worms.
We also have to find some honeycomb for Susan and Jonathan. They're taking us back, man.
I'm
Priority
glad
number
that
one.
is like a priority up with Worm King, Honeycomb. Like,
Equals.
I mean, Susan and Jonathan are working really, really hard, so we can.
We're not the true heroes of this campaign.
No.
It's Susan and Jonathan.
Yeah, they're in their
carrying
mech
this,
suits. They're carrying us.
literally.
Yeah.
Literally carrying.
Literally.
We got Mecha Moves, guys. Come on.
And they
Like a
need their
move.
honeycomb to keep moving.
Keep moving.
I'm upset. Anyway, you're able to gather back up into your wagon and head back toward Concordia. As you are getting back there, it does take time to get back, just like it took you time to get there. This would... Have we been tracking days? Will this be the 6th, the 7th day, do we think?
We had day 1 when we were there. Day 2.
The tournament?
The day 2 was the tournament, and then we went back that same night. And then we went to the swamp, and that was day 3. And then day 4 we were at the wall, and then we went back to the castle, and same day we came here. So today's day 5.
Okay.
Today is day 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been a long week.
It's been a very long week.
Look,
Very
time
exhausting.
doesn't exist.
Time doesn't exist.
Time
What
is
is time?
theoretical.
All right, so you are able to get back to the castle. Have amassed some units of forces to help defend the castle. However, it isn't maybe as much as you thought there would be for all the different, people you've talked to and worked with. There's like a couple of horses with some minotaurs that were helping dig the ditch. There were the fairies that you saw yesterday. There's one trebuchet they were able to assemble, and then aside from that, a couple of the human archers. It's not a very large force you've been able to muster to defend against what seems to be some sort of horrible external force. What's your battle plan? What are you expecting coming soon?
We're gonna dig through the ditches and then burn through the witches.
At the back of your Concordia?
The wagon.
Our mecha moves.
Our mecha moose.
Okay. So, as you're able to get back into the castle, you see, gathering from the distance, there is a small contingent of wagons and oxen. Yeah, no horses.
The
No
horses
horses.
died.
They're Nimblecolt and
Sugar Spice, and
General.
that's
No,
it.
there
Spice.
were the
There were a few,
outliers.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
like the peasants.
Yeah, there were
so,
peasants,
maybe they
but
needed this class revolt kind
John,
of thing.
they're gonna be like the Adam and Eve of horses.
They're charged with
Sorry,
bringing
Bunny.
back the species.
They are.
It's time for a new era, buddy. Just saying.
One city burned. There's still other horses. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Horsetopia was the capital
just
of the
the
horse
capital.
area.
Okay, just the capital of the horse
Yeah.
kingdom. Noted. I was a little concerned.
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't need to like.
They're not in a
go
full horse
They don't
apocalypse.
need
Don't
to
worry.
go.
It's fine. We're
Alright.
just down to the bourgeoisie.
This was
All
a
right.
lot. This was a lot right
is a
now.
I'm sorry. This was a whole roller coaster. I apologize.
you still have a shot. Don't
on
worry.
that travel back to the castle, do we at least short rest? Would that be long rest?
You are not able to rest yet.
Okay.
No, you're still dying.
Oh yeah.
You're coming in the evening. You notice coming in from the other long pathway to the south, is, as I was saying, several wagons, several oxen, and leading at the front is a very large burly man with a big black ox that he's riding, or big black goat that he's riding on.
Ah, yeah.
And he has a big banner with a red rose on it, and with him is on a smaller and like grayish goat is a large dragonborn in armor.
Kevin! That goat cannot hold a dragonborn. Just speaking as a goat expertise. I have enough goat expertise. I should know. I had a goat.
Well, these are like big, like magical goats.
Oh, magical
like
goats.
fight
Gotcha.
goats.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I only raised non-magical goats.
You got to get on that.
Yeah.
On it.
Good money there.
Cheese and crackers.
Goat cheese and crackers.
I do be
Delicious.
cheese.
Sorry, I've been in a factory that makes goat cheese before.
That's fair. My bad.
I've made goat cheese before.
Gross.
It's not like that.
As you enter into the castle, there are several people gathered around inside the center area. There is Barry and Cream are there chatting with people that you recognize. You recognize Dizzy from the wall is there discussing, as is Whitlock and a very tall, very lean, elven-looking gentleman in very fancy, like brass, coppery robes.
Hello, handsome.
Well.
Hello, my child. How are you?
Oh.
Not as good as you are.
Weren't you the one that stepped on my gold?
Buddy! Hello! Nurse. I mean, he called you child, so I feel like that kind of implies that
I know he's a little
A daddy?
older. He's a little older. I mean, I'm an elf. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Gotta get that brass daddy.
Gotta get
yeah.
that.
So is it Daddy Quinn Dizzler Laria Nora? I screwed that up.
It's Daddy Dizzle.
Daddy Dizzle.
That's my dragon daddy.
Dizzy says, it's Quinn Dizalaria Noah, just like me.
You're also Quindizalaria Noah?
Yeah, I was named after the great dragon, which is that guy. Yeah.
And she goes
Oh,
by
man.
Dizzy.
Yeah.
Makes sense, but I mean, lucky to be named after a stud like that.
The brass dragon in his form, I can't tell if it's blush, but there's like a little bit of like a copper sheen to his cheeks, as he's not used to that sort of attention, which is off. They seem to have been gathering. They are kind of holding a bit of a like war council in the middle area as their forces are preparing the woods, the castle walls. Dizzy speaks up and just says, "There's we got reports from the scouts that there is a large force marching from what was the jungles this way. There's all manners of creatures we haven't seen in a long time. I don't think we could use a word to describe them other than demons and worms and monsters coming this way. Our scouts predict if they maintain the same course, we should be ready for a fight in the morning."
I'll fight any morning.
You'll fight any time of day.
I mean, that's not wrong.
Or night.
I'll punch anybody for $20.
Wait, is that you paying $20 or them paying you $20?
Who cares?
Either or. I give Lizzie my 15 gold.
She's like, point me at him.
Worm King.
At this point, as you're gathering, the folks from the farmlands arrive. There aren't that many with Lord Thorndyke. Kevin is there, and maybe a few other knights on foot, but not maybe 6 or 7 more. Not a huge contingent with them.
Was Kevin on the gray goat?
Yes,
Okay, and who was on the bigger black goat?
Lord Thorndyke.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Kevin G!
He's very like, oh, hello, hi again. nice to see everybody, and I just know we've got this figured out.
Got it figured out.
Oh, yeah.
So, this is happening, huh?
This is happening.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the reason we're here. It's kind of all just been leading up to this.
It kind of has. Where's Dr. Michael?
They all kind of look around, and they're like, the madman? Tinkering all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's
Is
a
he
madman.
mad?
That's Barry, by the way. Barry's like the guy who's just always fiddling with stuff and then it's just making noise and smoke all the time. We started working on something last night and we haven't seen him in a day.
Well, Barry, first of all, he's not a madman. He's a very kind gentleman, very giving. And so, like, he was the one that
Gave us these mecha moves.
made that sarong blow in the wind.
Just blows.
Marilyn
Marilyn Monroe myself.
With my goatee, just like
Wrong Marilyn.
Manson.
You're right. Barry looks at the sarong and is like, you're right. He's not a madman. He's a villain of fashion.
Barry.
Cream like hits him on the back of the shoulder and is like,
Thank you,
get him in
Cream.
line.
Thank you, Cream.
I just give him the
Appreciate you.
finger. Just like, he probably doesn't know what that means, but
Look, Barry, I'm just saying, hand-beaded things are way too extravagant for the battlefield, so maybe you should go change.
Burr.
TPM.
Barry definitely will take any opportunity to not be involved in something official and just like goes back to the smoking room.
Bye.
And then Cream like hems and haws and then follows behind.
get him.
Yeah.
All right, well, I would like to go off and find Dr. Michael.
Awesome. What would you like to do? This is your last night. I will let you know. In the morning, you are anticipating something akin to a large battle, some sort of actual war. What you've been working towards for the week and a half you've been here, helping this country get ready. So this is your last night to interact with some of these characters potentially.
I'm gonna go find Witwiz.
Okay.
I'm gonna come with you to Whitwiz.
I want to like gather everyone, like all the troops in the like barracks, and then just try to like inspire and like with flame hands and just be like,
All right, we can come back for that.
yeah.
What do you want to do? You have Eli with you still.
I was gonna say, I feel like me and my husband need to train together.
All right.
Stamina.
I thought Bunny was good at the Constitution training.
Look, I just need to know how to swing an axe. What? It's training.
Is he shouting timber?
I am going down.
Oh boy. Okay.
Well then.
Let's go little by little. Who is looking for Whitlock? Let's go there first. So you head around to up towards the top of the tower. That is his room. And when you get to his room, the door's locked.
Well, at least he learned to lock the door. I'm just gonna knock.
There's no response.
The door is locked, y'all.
I'll see if there's any like light coming out from underneath or like anything like that.
That's a perception check. You're listening at the door trying to see what you can tell.
Not a lot. I rolled a 5 plus 7. Oh, I have proficiency. I rolled 2, right?
No, that's advantage. if you roll two.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're good. So you don't hear much, to be honest. But that's interesting because the last time you were there, the room was pretty noisy. There were fire crackling, there were bubbles from potions. There was definitely noise in the room before, and now there's not much noise.
I'm gonna knock again, and if he doesn't, be like, if you don't answer, we're coming in.
Yeah.
Whitwiz!
Nothing.
Hey, if you don't answer, we're coming in.
I'm going to grab the door and like brute force it open.
Yeah, it's not it's a very little like tiny little lock, and it's not locked very well. Like it's old timey, so you'd really need to like turn the key all the way, and definitely like turn the key just like a little bit, and didn't quite get it. So you're able to like with a little bit of force push it open. When you get inside, it just looks like everything that was there had been turned off. So all the burners were turned off, the fireplace has been extinguished, all of the potions have been cleaned out, they're empty. And do you want to give me a perception check to search the room?
Yeah.
What was
That is a 9 plus 3, that's 12.
So if you want to do a search, you can do it with advantage based on Harley's help.
18 plus 7.
25. You notice that the room doesn't seem to have been ravaged. It doesn't seem to have been, like, messed up in any way. It looks like things were calmly turned off, cleaned, emptied, but nothing is really taken. Potions were just emptied because it would have been dangerous to leave them out, most likely, based on what you can tell. The only thing that seems to be missing is the remains of the deck of cards.
And Whitwiz.
And, of course, Whitlock, yes.
Since I rolled high, is there any sort of like signs as to like where he might have gone, or like do we see any sort of like missives from anybody that might have been recent?
With a 25, I think the only thing that you would see in there that would give you any extra, like, concern is that there's a lot of, like, dirt and, like, ash on the ground, as if, like, maybe someone in boots was walking in here. Whitwiz, if you remember, was just, like, a little wizard. He wore, like, basic shoes. So there were definitely, like, heavier boots in here, but not, like, of a sign of a struggle or anything, just different.
It just seems odd to me that the cards are missing too.
Yeah, I'm uneasy about the fact that Whitlock, this seems almost too organized to me, but maybe we should go and see, are there anybody in the halls that might work, chambermaids, anybody?
You can look around, but at this point, pretty much everyone who is ready to fight is downstairs getting ready, and anyone who's not fighting would be in the, like, dungeons.
For safety?
Yeah, getting ready for a siege.
I don't think there's really a lot more we can do here if he's not here. Everything's turned off, and we've already scrounged up anything we could have out of here.
Yeah, let's head to the barracks and meet everyone up with everyone else there. I think Bunny was gonna go that way anyway.
Yeah, yep. So we head down to the barracks.
All right. I would like to go with Lizzie. What kind of training are you doing with Eli? Is it actual training, or is it like wink, wink, nudge, nudge training?
Are you consummating that marriage?
I don't know. How do I get his fortune? No, I'm just kidding. I'm leaving. It's not like their gold will work in our world, right?
Unless.
Unless.
It is gold.
I don't know. I guess we're just sparring.
All right. So go ahead and give me a athletics check to show as you are working with Eli.
Because we a team.
Yeah.
He's got to toss me. That's a 3.
3 plus.
3 plus 5.
Okay. So one of the things that's interesting is you go to, like, listen, your vibe is I'm fighting, I'm barbarian, all this stuff. And as you were like, I'm going to teach Eli a thing or two. Eli just blocks every swing of your axe clearly. Like, he has a stance and a pose and is organized. He has obviously been trained as a fighter with lots of martial proficiency as opposed to your sense of just rage and smashing. So when you go to fight, your style is very brash and aggressive, and his is very controlled and organized and back and forth.
Nice,
so you are almost learning a thing or two from his style.
Gotcha. The dom to my brat.
How does he feel about this situation?
He's happy.
Oh, good. Yep.
He's having a good time here.
Yeah, Lacey, this is real fun. Normally, I don't get a fight with too many people, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, buddy.
Invoke rage.
Sybil,
Yes.
where do you think Dr. Michael is?
Well, he was tinkering with things with a bunch of smoke, so I would like to see if there's smoke or listen to see if there's any tinkering noises.
As you go searching around the area, you do see around the backside of the castle tread marks going away from the castle.
In which direction?
Towards the south.
Toward the south, and that's where the army's coming from?
Yes.
Wonder, maybe he's going to scout things out to help us. That's
That's a good thought.
yeah. He's definitely going to scout things out to help us. Like you guys aren't here. You don't know that.
Just talking out loud to myself.
Talking out loud to myself. This is stuff I actually do. Well, yeah. He's just going ahead. He might have come up with some cool mech stuff. He helped with Susan and Jonathan, our mecha moose. He gave me a cool arrow, and my cape. I need to go get my cape. I'm gonna go get my cape.
Fair. All right.
My brain just derails to my cape.
Straight cape.
Straight cape.
Okay.
I gotta go get that cape because obviously I don't want to disappoint Dr. Michael and not have my cool cloak cape thing
Fair.
when he returns, because he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back. He's
Sorry.
gonna help us.
You gotta wear, what is this vacation clothes now?
They're still there.
I took them before we left.
Yeah.
They seem to they might fit the body I'm
Yep.
currently in.
It's good. It's good. It's a good look. It's a good look. So the last person we need to resolve is Bunny, heading to the barracks. So you get to the barracks, and to be honest, the barracks seems like it should hold 200 soldiers, and it's got a solid 45 in it. Which, if it had been a smaller room, might have felt like we are going to work together and do something. But when it's a quarter of what should be in this large castle's defenses, the mood is not great.
Okay. I want to try to bring everyone's mood up, make everybody feel a little better about it. Is everybody kind of in the same place?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want to try to give everyone a little hope, make them feel a little more secure.
All right. Are you trained in performance?
I am, hilariously enough.
I would like you to give a performance check as you are attempting to use spoken word diplomacy to rally this group.
Okay.
Come on, Gandalf that Rohan.
Yeah, I was picturing that. Okay. I'm proficient in it, so I'm gonna...
Only one die. Proficient just means you have a +2 or +3 at this
Since
level.
I'm there, can I give guidance? 'Cause
You're not
I'm
there yet. You went to go see
Okay.
Whitlock, so you'll come in at the resolution of this.
It landed kind of weird.
Roll it again,
Is that flat?
unless you like that number.
No, it's not flat. It's on one of these.
All right.
Roll it again.
I'm re-rolling. I got stuck on the carpet.
On the carpet.
Well, that's okay. I rolled a 5, +7, so
+7.
15.
So
Wait, no, that's totally wrong. 12.
12. Yeah, 5 + 7, 12. So as you start this talk, you're definitely being like, listen, I know there's only a quarter of the people in this room, and then they all just kind of
Oh no!
kind of zoning out a little bit. But I think maybe you can try to turn this around. Do you have Do you have possibly a How do you think you could try to turn this around? I know you wanted to use magic in some way. What are some ideas you might have to try to spin this back in your direction?
Okay, I want it to be this worm king really thinks he's got this in the bag. But we're here to say, honey, you got a big storm coming. And then I want to generate a storm out of my hands as I say that and just powerful.
All right, I could spin that as an intimidation check.
Okay.
So why don't we try try intimidation?
Just be like, don't worry, guys, I'm scary enough for all of us.
I rolled a 3, but
So you're adorable is what I'm hearing, not scary.
7. So it's a 10.
A 10 is worse.
Now they're just damp.
They're just like, all right, well,
We're gonna die.
All right. Can you bring it around? So you were making like a storm,
Yeah.
and it rained, but now you did just kind of make everybody wet. And now everyone is like looking sad and damp. But like maybe if you could like convince them that there's a message to this, or maybe you just need to lie to them and make them think it's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Where do you think you're going?
Bring out the sun, dry them up, and be like, after a storm comes a rainbow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, the sun will rise tomorrow, as will we. And we have made so many friends that are coming to help us. We're not alone. And then flame hands to warm everybody up and undampen them.
He's really just pulling.
This is an important question.
Okay.
Do you believe that?
I do, because like we've made so many friends and I'm hopeful, like everybody's gathering stuff to
Power
bring
of
to this.
friendship.
Power of friendship.
Then this is a persuasion check.
Okay.
you got this.
Power of friendship.
I rolled a 17
Yeah.
plus 4.
21.
Friendship.
All right, you're able to use the fire. It does warm everybody up, and this moment, like, oh, she was building to something. Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, there's like a 3-act structure to this speech. It's wild.
I had to bring you down before I lifted you back up.
Oh, you really did a good job. Yeah.
Also, are they
At this
entering
point,
this point?
they enter with them being like, yeah. They didn't see any of the bad stuff.
Cool.
We're just gonna come and clap and do like, yeah!
Just golf claps.
Was there anything else that you wanted to do before you go to sleep?
I want to figure out what kind of defenses we have for this war. Like, as far as, like, weaponry, did we get our magic missile machine guns or whatever they were?
Does not seem to be there. You have a trebuchet.
So Witwiz just failed us and ran.
You know, I have a hypothesis on this. In game, I wouldn't know, but I think that maybe Witwiz and the Doc absconded together to work on some
Witwiz is
stuff.
the Worm King and he kidnapped Doc. And that's how it is.
Whoa.
There are some theories here.
Have we all gathered back in our room? Or?
Yeah, I'll say
Yeah.
Yeah.
After I found out that there is no magic missile defense.
I'm just gonna like look at everybody like we couldn't find Witwiz.
There
Yeah.
was some dirt in his room, but it didn't look like a struggle.
It's because Witwiz is the Worm King and he kidnapped Doc.
Well, if Witwiz is the Worm King, yeah, he had to have done something because there were tread marks leading south.
Yep, he took Doc.
So he took Doc. He must have.
And
Now
ran.
that I know that Witwiz was like,
There's some wild accusations flying across the room right now. I don't think we should.
I think we need to focus on the fact that we need to rest. I need to be able to retake form.
We've got a
Here's
big
your
day.
cake
oh,
back.
thank you so much.
I stole Witwiz's vacation clothes, so
I love it.
That's a good look. That's a very good look.
Good vibe.
But like, maybe just
I
gonna
love
throw
those
this out there.
just above the knee shorts.
I got like so like hyped up on this theory. What about the other theory that like maybe they're just going ahead and they're just going ahead to help? You know?
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm hoping for. That's
yeah,
what I
I'm
think.
kind of leaning
So
towards
these
like,
wild,
they're working.
magical, kind of bonkers dudes decided we're gonna be the first line of defense.
Yeah.
Well,
They
we
could,
did
like-
ask. Go ahead.
I asked Dr. Michael to do like a cool rocket like magic missile.
Yeah, we did ask for that to be added,
And-
like weapons to be added to our
Yeah,
war
so
tank.
They could be setting
Did that
up weapons.
happen? Oh, okay.
They could be
They
setting
totally
up weapons.
are. I believe in them. It's like a last minute project. It's due, the night before. You've
They're
got to.
just procrastinators.
I just want y'all to
super
know,
procrastinators.
I don't care how high we roll, your persuasion ain't working on me.
I just think, yeah, they procrastinated and they've
Yeah.
got to get it done right now. So
You're
they
right.
had
When
to go.
I find out that Witwiz is the Worm King, I'm just gonna say, I told you guys so.
That's
and then
fair.
we're gonna get out of here.
If
I'm
that
gonna
happens,
cast Charmed Person on Lizzie. And just be like, Man, we got this in the bag, and they're gonna be there to help, I swear.
I don't care who I have
Make
to
a wisdom
fight.
saving roll.
I'll punch anybody. That's an 18.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's not
You can't convince this otherwise. Like,
Witwiz is the Worm King, and I'm going to kill him. It's fine. Like,
did
I'm
give you-
not fazed by this.
I did give you 15 gold to punch the Worm King.
I'm used to betrayal. It's cool. Like,
Witwiz was
let's
right.
go.
Let's get some rest, guys.
All right. So, you wake up in the morning, and you hear drums and horns of war. And I will let you know the results of some of your work on the war effort.
Yeah.
You successfully got the skills and roles you needed in all 6 of the different parts of the war effort, so you are able to have a significant advantage in this situation.
Yay.
What does that mean for you? Because of your scouting, you can see what is coming your way. And if you wouldn't mind helping me out, we have 9
Enemies.
different forces that are gathering around those 2 trees.
In the back, too?
These trees, we got spiders with spears. We've got
Oh, man.
Angels?
Spiders
with
Like
knives.
demons.
dog
Demons?
trainers. We've
Okay.
got angels
Wolfmen.
and demons. We got wolfmen. We got bows.
Archers.
Some bones.
Some bones about it.
A centaur. Is that a centaur? How sad.
It's like a dragony, ogre-y lizard monster.
Kind of like a lizard centaur.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever heard of rabbitars? Just wondering.
Stabby
No, we gotta stay
boys.
focused. Rabbitars are super, super cute. You should look up what they are.
So that's kind of where you're seeing this enemy force. It outnumbers your force. The good news is because you are prepared, your forces are tougher than they normally would be. So they are going to have bonuses when they are engaging. The forces that you do have a trebuchet. I'm going to set these all out, and you guys are able to set them up anywhere you would like on this side because you were able to scout and use espionage to be able to plan your section. So you know where they are, so you can plan anywhere on this side of the 2 trees where you like
succeed?
it. The moat will protect the castle proper.
Okay.
You will be the first line of. You will be actually engaging in the battle, hoping it never leads to a siege.
Okay, so the moat's like right here.
Imagine at the castle. Yeah, you're on the other side of the moat. You have a group of friendly centaurs. You have 2 battle horses and 3 minotaurs. You have 2 more groups of. So these are another group of centaurs, and this is a group of goat riders led by.
Goat riders with Thorndyke.
Now we also and a group of fairies.
Thorndyke.
Hold on, Thorndyke is definitely a mid.
Yeah, he better be up front. I ain't giving him no bandages.
Those are the Fae.
He is not jungle. The
Put the
Fae are
Fae-
jungle.
Yeah, the Fae are gonna
Now,
steal names.
where are each of you? Because I also have a tiny one of you that can assist in any of the different units that you will be able to organize them. And if should you decide to not specifically, you're good. It's not gonna fall.
Okay.
Should you decide to not specifically go with a unit itself, you could perhaps pair up. Maybe Lizzie and Eli choose to be a battle duo themselves.
We
Up front.
we heading this.
Yeah.
We heading this bad boy out.
And then he can link into it. He's magnetic.
Say he's a magnet too.
Yeah.
Look, he's
Now
actually
he's
That's-
I was gonna say
That's like legit scale now.
Hey!
All right, guys, you have to kiss.
Now kiss.
Well, I want to be behind something hiding, so maybe I'll go hang out with the Fae. I speak Sylvan.
Would the trebuchet be best for you since you're the ranged?
I'm actually gonna go with these ranged centaurs because I
Fair.
also can do melee.
Fair.
So go ahead and link up where you think you want to be.
Yeah, kind of vaguely behind things.
I've got Thorndyke.
You're gonna hang out with your Minotaur friends? Yeah, good call, good call.
Buff bunny.
Are those the centaurs?
These are centaurs.
Yeah, those are ones with spears.
Centaurs.
Melee though.
Either that or the trebuchet.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll go with the melee one.
Dizzy also steps up and says, if you need a protector, I can assist.
Dizzy should go with the centaurs if you want to go with the trebuchet.
Yeah, can we do that? I like that idea.
I was gonna say because I feel like you can enchant some of these things in the trebuchet and shoot some fire.
Can
Where
we?
do you have
That's the goal.
Can I direct the and obviously not actually on, but can I direct the Fae to kind of like hide in the tree since they're Fae?
You could try.
I can try.
Yeah.
Talk to
But
the
these
centaur.
definitely seem like fairies that have like spears.
Oh, okay.
Like,
okay.
they are
These
ready to
not
fight.
These are not the magical casting ones. I just can't.
They are magical, but they also have spears. Like
Oh, okay.
they're gonna do what
Cool.
they do what they need to
Magic.
do.
They're gonna do what they
Spears.
need to do. I mean, just like group there.
Yeah,
I
group
gotta,
there. Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
like,
You guys are
I gotta
like-
like hide. So, but
They're
like,
fairies
I
with
can talk
spears.
to
How
them.
big are these spears? Like toothpicks?
But they're very sharp, very sharp
Very
toothpicks.
sharp.
Really
sharp
like throwing
toothpicks.
needles.
They're here to keep
Yeah,
us-
they're
I
gonna
mean,
be
if
like,
you-
like assassin's needles.
What if they do like they know how to hit the different?
That's what I'm
points
saying.
in
They're
the
over
body,
here like
Acupuncture.
Yeah.
Can I be that
Different
ninjutsu? There's a ninjutsu for it. Naruto.
All right, so the battle has been set. Your allies have come to assist, and you are here on the field of battle because you also were able to espionage successfully. Not only did you get information earlier in this campaign, they will be moving first. So you have a little bit more of information as you come through. So these three will move on to the other side of the tree. The three in the middle go straight down to the open field, and the ones on the other side go around to the other side of the tree, as if they're going in on like a long flank around the other side. Yeah, just like that. As we use our tactics, our kind of zoomed out skills, most of your D&D character sheet may not be useful. However, if in your moment want to do something on your sheet, we will talk it out and see if that's something we can add in here. Because I know a lot of you have some cool effects that you will want to use, and I'll be happy to make it happen. The majority of this will be utilizing just D6s to represent how well you succeed. Whenever you hit something, you roll a D6, and they roll a D6 to see if they survive the hit. Same goes for your units. Your unit drops, you will survive, but you'll be on the spot alone. So if for some reason you are abandoned by the rest of your group, you may want to get back to your friends and gather back up.
Oh no, not the bully squad.
Can happen.
My minotaurs.
So, do I just roll d6s since me and Eli?
Yeah, you'll roll for both of you. Yeah, as your very strong little power pair.
Hello.
Yeah.
Be a power couple.
All right. So we're just gonna go around the table. Bunny, why don't you go first? What do you think you want to do here? You are in the very, very back with this trebuchet, right? So you were able to launch these long rocks towards enemies, and also you're a sorceress, so you can do some magic too. What do you think you want to try to do? What are you trying to shoot at?
Is there some way that I can attach flame to the rock? Like, is there something?
You absolutely can. You can use an Arcana check
Okay.
to attempt to enchant these rocks into being like smoldery ash rocks.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I rolled a 14. And what am I?
Arcana?
Arcana
Should be a
check.
skill check.
Gotcha. 20.
20, perfect. You have made this like almost lava smoldery piece in this thing that they are able to let loose into one of the areas. You're a little far back, so you can hit any of the enemies in the like first line. So any of
Okay.
those two pink ones, those blue ones.
I want to launch my lava rock at these guys right here.
Ooh, those like large owlbear beak monsters.
Yes.
All right, roll a d6 and go ahead and add a +1 to that because of your fire rocks.
Okay. 1.
One.
+1, right?
+1. You do shoot the rocks, however, it's just like you made these really cool rocks, and you have more that you can pick up in there, but they just go really far, and they just do not hit anywhere near where you're going.
All right.
If you'd like to move a little closer and maybe get range on some of the further ones back, you're more than
I
welcome to.
bet they got a little scared after seeing that.
So go this way a little bit.
I
thinking?
want to scoot a little closer, kind of like in between Dizzy and Thorndyke.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like, yeah, like that.
All right. Rain, with your Minotaurs and Captain Nimblecolt and one of the other horse warriors, where do you want to go?
So I want to go ahead and summon Beast.
For the purposes of this, I assume that you have beasts with you in this battle
Okay, so
already.
I can't have extra.
No, because like this represents you and all of your stuff, so you have animals with you.
It was worth a shot.
They're already helping you. You summoned them
so-
as the battle started, like you were ready to go.
I guess my next question would be, I have Tidal Wave. If I move up in front of all of our forces, would I be able to hit multiples? Since
You can sure
it's
try.
Tidal Wave?
Yeah, I would say that's a.
Get level with me.
Yeah, we'll say that's like a nature check to see what you can get worked up, but we can work on that. Yeah.
I'm gonna tidal wave those asses.
I rolled a 19, and I got +2, so 21.
21. All right. So which ones are you trying to hit with your large tidal wave?
How many can I hit?
Where do you want to aim? Is what I want to know.
I'm thinking either this group or like
I think
as
because of
many
where
as
you
I can.
moved, you could hit both of those two directly in front of you, the two blue
these
ones.
two.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. So give me a +1 because I like this tidal wave. So roll your d6 twice.
6.
6 on the first one.
6. I always knew I was a waterbender.
So you go through, and you blast this tidal wave forward. It completely takes out the first one in front. However, the demons behind you flap up above the wave. They are definitely distracted. They're probably not going to move on the next ability, but you have not hurt them.
Yeah, we are warriors.
Sybil, what you got?
All right, well, I'm climbing that tree. If I haven't already climbed that tree, I kind of feel like I would have already climbed the tree.
So my question is, are you intending to work with the fairies, or are you wanting to be solo? Because if so, we can move you as a separate unit. Because if you're not in the unit, you probably should be separate. Because otherwise, they're just kind of chilling out with you.
Oh, well, I guess I can pull out my blade and we can boom blade stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yes. Which stuff do you think you want to boom blade? Boomer.
Boomer.
I am not a boomer.
Okay, boomer.
The boomer blade.
Stop it.
This blade goes up 10 miles and back every day.
No.
Back in your days.
Anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the geriatric ward and take a nap.
I was like ready to move you.
Okay, let's see here. Where could we theoretically get? How far could we get?
You could get to either of those two pink ones in the front, and where Lizzie will most likely be next.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and hope that Lizzie flanks, and we're gonna go to this guy.
All right. So you lead this group of fairies into this section. The fairies are numerous. While there's like 10 little models there, you think of it as being like a swarm,
of
like
fairies.
like 9-inch people with spears, like swarming onto all of these like demon dogs and this
So-
lizard man.
So it's kind of like getting swarmed by bees, except magical, and they're cute.
And highly intelligent.
Cuter,
Yeah.
And highly intelligent.
Yeah.
They say mean things before they sting you.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
And they don't die when they sting you.
Oh, that's good. So they're like wasps, except for cute.
Yes.
Cute wasps.
Cute wasps.
All right. So go ahead and roll a d6 to see how well they do.
2.
A 2. And they actually have a 6 on their defense. So these dogs fight back, biting at the fairies.
no.
You're definitely engaged in this like swirling melee of these like 3-headed dogs and these fairies all biting around and fighting. You are going to have that other section, this big like war like ogre, come around the side over to where Lizzie is. Oh, sorry, not Lizzie, where Sybil is. Yep, that one's going to come up. We have our flyers aren't going to move. Those pink ones over here are going to come forward. Those pink ones are going to go towards Rain, the middle pink. Yeah, go towards Rain. And then the spiders and all those are going to come around, trying to come around, as if they're going to try to avoid the fight, coming down closer to this tree. Yeah, that's right. Sybil. You got 2 6s coming at you, so you're going to need to roll 2d6s and hope that you can get a 5+ on each of those.
5. and
All
a
right,
4.
so you are able to survive one of the hits from one of them. However, your fairy forces are pretty hurt as you're being flanked on each side. So you're probably about half strength with your fairies at this point. Lizzie, you're up.
It's cool, I'm coming.
Thanks, Lizzie.
Yeah, we're
we have
going
the-
up there, and we're gonna kill.
Please.
stuff. We're gonna just start smashing it.
Because of your power pair, I'm gonna let you roll 2d6, one for you
Frick it.
and one for
One
Eli.
for Eli, because we are a power couple. That's a 3 and a 1. I know what numbers are.
They rolled a 3 and a 1, and so I'm gonna say that you go ahead and are able to take out that group in front of you. The
Now
dogs,
we're not
because they are part with the fairies and the dogs, you're able to come in and just start smashing the dogs around, take down that big dragon lizard. It works very, very well.
Even if they're demon dogs, they're still dogs.
Okay.
Still hurts.
Okay, just for the record, Whitlock and Ally done nothing to help you. Obviously the Worm King. 3-headed dogs that try to eat you, still dogs. Got it, okay.
Well, honestly though, like
That's how morality works.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly how morality works.
Harley, you're up.
So me and my archers right here, we're gonna just fire at these spiders.
Let's do it.
Spider boy, stabby spideys. Goodbye,
5.
stabby spideys.
5, okay.
Goodbye, stabby spideys.
The spiders take damage from that, but they are still coming at you. They're a very, very strong unit.
Strong spideys.
If you would like to go ahead, if you want to make a decision where you think Thorndyke and, as a group, Thorndyke and Dizzy should be going.
I feel like Thorndyke's coming straight for these
I was
guys.
gonna say they would definitely go up towards.
And
the
I feel like
first people.
Dizzy would flank to whatever that is.
Yeah.
Like around the side?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. At this point, you're like, you've like carved through the forces, you've split them through the middle, you're able to get them around. From the trees, there's just this like weird wormy coming up from the ground, and you see some of the things that you have already defeated get filled with worms and stand back up. And each of these comes out of the 2 trees.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't
These
stay
back
in the
ones?
tree.
Yeah, the back ones, yeah. Oh, well, so who wants to roll for Thorndyke? Thorndyke, I'd say it's
I
a
wanna roll
charge. They're
for-
all on, they're mounted, they got spears, you're gonna roll for them?
I want to roll for him.
Let's do it.
roll a 1. I got a 3.
Got a 3, let's roll one more time.
Well, mulligan.
I got a 5.
I got a 1. Thorndyke
Yeah.
successfully gets that charge and takes out that
All
unit.
He said bye bye.
Well, that's good, but also he owes me bandages now.
Bunny, where do you want to move your trebuchet?
I want to aim for the spiders that are heading towards Harley.
Okay.
And they think they're really gonna get the runaround on us. Going for them. I think I'll try to do the flame rock again, the
Let's
lava
do it.
rock.
I believe you still have the rocks. You with that check, you still have it. So you're just rolling your d6 at this point.
Okay. Lava rock. I rolled a 4.
All right. With the lava rocks, you are able to take out the spiders.
Bam! Bye, spiders.
Bye, boy.
And since they were on fire, right? Since they're on fire, they don't get to come back from worms.
Fire.
Theoretically, that sounds like that makes sense.
It sounds like that
Yeah.
makes
I
That
sense.
mean,
checks out.
Burn the worms.
Rain, what's your plan?
Burn 'em. So
Set fire to the trees. No,
not
don't do
the
that.
worst
Maybe.
idea,
I don't know.
honestly. But if I were to move up to here, would fairy fire be able to hit both of these?
You won't be using your spell, you'll just be using the d6, but if you want to say you're using a ranged attack instead of using the melee that you have, you can.
Okay, but it has an AoE of like 20 feet. That's why I was asking. if
Oh,
it hits
sure,
both.
we can go with that.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna move forward and use fairy fire.
All right, you can try to hit them both.
6,
All right, and then
5.
5. Okay. I'm going to say that because the ones that you already kind of dazed with the tidal wave, those are going to drop, but the other group are going to able to resist the fairy fire.
Can I move her since she's
Sure.
Like, okay, so I'm gonna say she takes them out or like attacks
Tries.
them. Yeah.
Goes at him.
Come on, Dizzy.
3.
Dizzy gets into that melee and is not able to get the upper hand, but they are currently engaged in a battle.
Okay.
Sybil.
All right, well, we're at half strength now. I have no battle cries in Sylvan, unfortunately. Like, I'm not, like, I speak it, but I don't know the culture very well, so I don't want to just be like, let's go. Hey, bam, bam.
I think that's perfect.
All right.
Let's go. Bam, bam.
Kapow.
Kapow.
All right.
I love it.
All right. We're gonna say some encouraging words because we gotta take these guys out. Mm-hmm. I gotta booming blade this
Beast.
So, yeah.
Let's
That's
go.
what we're gonna do.
Roll some dice.
This one will be better for me.
Yeah, I like that one better too.
6.
6. Hey, yeah, you were definitely able to
I was-
rally those fairies and take out that unit ahead of you.
Boom boom ka-chow. Pow.
They said you're right.
Yes.
We should take out the eyes first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Definitely.
that translates to.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Got you.
Like good translation skills for
I
a
didn't. I spoke
dwarf.
Sylvan.
You know, I didn't either.
The ones on the other side of the tree, they get all the way up into Rain. These two on the side on the flank get all the way up towards Harley, like almost all the way up. And there's some, those are the ways, those are going to come up to where Lizzie and Eli are.
Yeah.
Oh, flanking.
Just lining themselves up.
Sure are.
Let's go.
And unfortunately, out of where you had dug dirt over the trench, actually things start growing up out of where the water is.
No, what
We
happened?
hate it.
This is obviously Witwiz's fault.
The castle is falling. We can't let the castle fall, guys.
We're surrounded.
You want to roll for Dizzy?
Sorry.
6.
6. Dizzy is holding her own over there. They're really fighting hard, but they're holding her own. Why don't you roll a d6 for me from being hit by those ones ahead of you?
5.
You're all right. Lizzie, roll a d6 for you and Eli.
One for both of us, or?
Yeah, for both of you.
Okay. That's a 4.
All right. These beasts that have come up to you, they're these like large, they're owlbears, but like horrible, like rotten owlbears. So they're not undead, but like controlled by fungus, controlled by worms, just awful. And these hulking creatures, they are able to come up and start smashing at the two of you, and actually knock Eli to the ground.
No!
Can you roll a perception check for me?
No. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
19
19.
is what I roll.
Do you have a plus?
Perception plus 4.
Plus 4. All right.
23.
So 23. He falls and you see red, and then you start hearing from the distance this like, and a large, like this large, what may have once been a wagon is now like a mobile steam tank coming from the south.
Told you!
There is just
So Doc is not kidnapped, but Witwiz is definitely the Worm King.
and there is just this giant steam tank with a large banner that says the Night of Storms as it is plowing towards you and comes up from behind. It is on its way and will be movable when we get to that side of the table.
Coming
Lizzie,
through.
it's your turn.
Choo-choo! All right, well, I'm gonna fight for my hubby. So we go in at these people in front of me because I don't like when people hurt my friends.
So are you angered?
I mean, does it matter?
No. not
Okay,
yet.
I didn't think so. I was like, what? That's a 1. I'm not that mad, apparently.
You're not doing too much in this fight. In fact, they are now getting the better of the two of you.
Yeah, well, I'm distracted momentarily.
Harley, you have another set of archers that are up on you.
Yes.
He looks cute.
I'd like
covered in
to
dirt.
get us like backed up over here so we can have this wider range. And can I ensnaring strike towards the spiders?
Sure.
That way, if we hit, we can.
Yeah.
So it's my bonus action, and they need to make a strength saving with 13 or higher. And then we're just going to shoot towards the spiders.
All right.
That's a 1.
1. You're not going to shoot. You're shooting at them, but it's not doing so much. Do you want to
They're like,
move?
"Oh,
where
what?"
do we want to move the Night of Storm tank?
Choo-choo!
Maybe
I-
flanking behind Lizzie? Or
Well, I feel like he would see that like there's.
we
yeah.
already were flanking these guys.
So I feel like he'd come
And
up here and
he's-
like wave at Sybil.
Yeah.
Dr. Michael, I always believed in you.
As you come by, you definitely see like there's 2 turrets, and there's just 2 oxen in like the little turrets. Like, And they actually launch shots, these large like cannonballs towards this unit over here. Do you want to roll for Jonathan and Susan?
I do.
The oxen.
Oh, not good. I mean, they're just oxen. They're doing their best.
They shoot, but not so much just yet.
They're just
Yeah, they're practicing. This was their practice round.
they're clacking on the
They're
buttons
getting
with
used
their
to
hooves.
The controls.
yeah.
This is their first time shooting.
It's hard without thumbs.
It is.
Bunny, do you want to roll for Dizzy this time?
Okay.
See how they're doing? Because Dizzy is starting to lose this fight over here. Her unit is not doing
A
so
D6?
strong. Roll a d6.
Thought she was
6.
6. Dizzy is doing all right, but it seems like the rest of her unit is getting overtaken and kind of breaks and flees back. So it's just Dizzy alone there.
Oh no!
Oh
well,
no.
we hate it.
Okay.
Rain, you are being attacked by those units ahead of you. Can you go roll a d6 for me?
6.
You are being slow. These are really, really nasty things. And there's a moment where, like, you are, like, being surrounded, the Minotaur being taken through, and Nimble Colt just, like, rears back and clops one out of your way. And it's a very, very engaging little, scary little spot right there. Where do we want Thorndyke to go?
Thorndyke.
He's
would think maybe
he's probably
back.
gonna come back and
He's
like,
gonna go
he's gonna
towards
see
you.
what's happening.
He'll
Yeah.
see those guys have fled.
Because he's probably not
Probably.
gonna look behind him.
No man.
Thorndyke
left
does not look back.
behind.
No, he better look behind him. It's Thorndyke. He's gonna go over and flank with
He's
Dizzy.
gonna charge.
Anybody want to roll for Thorndyke?
Yeah, that's my job.
Okay.
Make him pay.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
This guy is
apparently.
going into dice jail.
He charges in there and does not accomplish much on his charge.
Of course not. He doesn't give out bandages.
And then there's things here. They're going to move up close. One is going to be on Bunny. The other two are going to head towards where Harley is.
Wait.
So what's on Bunny? I can't see. Those little ones?
These
Okay, yeah.
guys, are they gonna come up?
They're going to go
this
that direction, yeah. All right. Bunny, why don't you roll a save to see how you're doing? It's D6.
2.
2. All right, Bunny, you are able to protect all of the workers on there, but these tiny, like, demons with spears and spikes and axes just tear the trebuchet apart, and you are left alone on the field.
We don't have a trebuchet now.
Oh no! My trebuchet!
No!
My trebuchet!
Bunny, it is your action.
Okay, can I use a spell?
Yes.
I would like to use Fireball.
All right. Now's the time.
Now's the time.
Alright.
We did start the
I've been waiting for the
Yeah, we
right
did.
time.
Bunny did.
I was gonna say no.
We
did it.
didn't.
Yeah,
That was
we
Bunny.
Fireball is a large
Right.
range of effect spell, so I'm going to say you could probably hit any 2 or 3 units if they are next to each other. So if you're going to shoot over here, if you center it on those archers, you would probably hit the spiders and the other things next to it.
Okay, how am I rolling for it?
You're going to roll a d6 for each of them, +1.
Okay, d6 plus 1.
Fire gives you a +1. It's good. It's effective.
Fire.
3,
Okay.
5.
Okay, and then there's one more. 3,
Oh.
5, and
Wait,
So 4,
oh,
6.
4,
6.
6, and
4.
okay.
That's pretty good.
5, 2, and 3. So those 2 drop. The spiders are still active, and they are very
Drop
nasty.
is in there dead.
Give them to me.
Okay. They are not on this
They are
field.
barbecued.
They are barbecued.
They got
That is-
Again.
Rain, it is your action.
Would Fairy Fire hit both of these groups?
They're a little scattered between the 2, I think, at this point.
Okay.
But you do have all of your monsters and all of the horses, and you're able to just pound it out in there.
Yeah, I guess we'll do that.
Take them to Pound Town.
Let's go.
Yeah, pound it out.
5.
5. Hey, you are able to get the better of that unit and successfully take it
Just
out.
training.
And then they've moved already, right?
They have, so we'll use them soon. Sybil, you're up.
Cool. Cool. Just wondering, asking for a friend, would I get advantage on this roll since we're technically flanked?
Let's do it. Yeah, lead these to help flank these owlbear monsters.
And, yeah, they're owlbears, right? You said?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We are gonna I'm gonna leap into action with my booming blade, and when I do, and the fairies are doing their thing, I'm just in Sylvan gonna yell, "Hoot hoot, mother flockers!"
Great.
Buddy.
Oh, well, not so good on one of them. Oh wait, it's advantage, so I got the 5.
Yes.
Just kidding.
All right, you are able to take out the owlbears. The fairies help you out.
Yeah, that was a rallying cry.
Yeah.
How's Eli doing? Is he still face down in the dirt?
He's in the dirt, but he's not unconscious. He just got knocked down. So when it's your turn, you can get him back up. However, at this point, it's looking pretty good. You've taken out a lot of stuff. It's definitely doing all right. And you feel an earthquake, let's be honest. It is some of the craziest rumbling you've ever felt. And from in between where those two trees are, essentially right in front of Lizzie,
I'm excited.
there's this.
Yeah, boy! Let's go!
Ew.
Further there, yep, right there. The largest worm monster you have ever seen erupts out of the
So ready
Earth.
for this rodeo.
has claws, tentacles. It's just writhing and horrible, and it is coming directly towards the castle.
Yeah, ready to jump on this.
You know, I take back my belief in Witwiz at this point. I'm going with Lizzie. I'm my original instinct.
Witwiz is the Worm King?
Yeah,
Witwiz is the Worm
that was
King.
where we were there from the very beginning. Okay, that was our first impression. I'm not going back on it.
I have faith. I have blind faith in
Witwiz
Witwiz.
is the Worm King.
Absolutely blind. Like I
Blind
saw,
faith.
I saw
gonna-
the red flags, but I was like,
Yeah.
Lizzie and I are prepared to
Dude,
tell you we told
were
you
wearing
so.
rose-colored glasses,
Yes.
but you know what? Maybe they're just flags then to us.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the red flags, but I thought it was just a circus.
We are fully
All
prepared
right,
with our I told you
I'm never
so's.
going skiing with you guys.
That's fine. I'm bad at skiing. You don't want to go with me.
Will you roll for Dizzy to see how she does in this fight?
6.
She rolled a 6. She survives by the skin of her teeth. Will you roll for Thorndyke's men?
Of course.
Thorndyke's men drop. He is alone with Dizzy.
That's
okay.
fine.
Do they group up then?
You can group them up if you'd like.
I would.
I think that'll work. Where else do we need to go?
I ship it.
Spiders on Harley.
Spiders on Harley.
Spiders on Harley.
3.
4. Your unit drops and there are spiders in front of you.
There are spiders on Harley.
You aren't necessarily in combat with spiders, but they are very close to you. I don't know if you can stand by yourself. We'll see how it goes.
spiders be
I'm,
close.
I'm balancing.
There's spiders on you,
It's
but
hard
at
to
least
walk
you
in
have pants
hooves.
now.
These
Going
come,
back and saving for
these come
Yeah,
around
Gen Con. I
and
walked on
force Dizzy and Lord Thorndyke backwards. These come up to where Bunny is. Bunny, roll to see if you survive the onslaught of this dragon and his dogs.
2.
5. You are pushed backwards.
Ow.
Lizzie, it's your turn.
All right.
Eli gets up.
Eli's up. We are ready to jump on this worm and rodeo it.
All right.
Jump on the wormy.
3 and 4.
Both of you run towards the worm and jump at it. And what you successfully do by going up into the air, make yourselves easy pickings and are completely devoured by the worm.
We're in a worm.
Give me your pieces.
Devoured, up in
Just
the
like,
character? Or just kind of like the thing that happened last time?
we'll find out.
Well, that's fine. This isn't my first rodeo.
Harley.
What's with you and being inside the
Okay,
worm?
so I'm gonna grab my swords and I'm going to shapeshift into an orc and Harley smash. And I'm gonna swing at these.
All right.
Squish, squish. That's a 2.
That's a 1. You take out a spider.
Yeah.
Stop
The
it.
spiders are gone.
Harley smash.
Party
Squish.
smash.
Now we're both orcs.
The worm moves forward, and let's see.
Oh no.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rain. The worm goes to attack you and the horses and the minotaurs.
5.
5. However, the worm, with its massive strength, knocks the minotaurs to the side and Captain Nimblecolt into the trees. Your unit is broken.
Oh, Captain Nimblecolt. Well, I can't see that. I'm on the other side of the worm, so.
Bunny, it is your turn. You are like winded and kind of like you're not surrounded, but there are things all around you.
Okay. I know the worm commotion is happening, right? Like, I know I've been fighting this way, but I'm sure I heard the
There
worm.
is unnatural, horrible screams that are the same screams you've heard in your sleep every night since you've gotten here.
Oh, okay.
That horrible aberrant mind thing that lulls you to sleep, it's all around you at this point.
It's just white noise at this point.
So you
Okay.
should be really comfortable if it lulls you to sleep.
Yeah, I'm like,
Just like,
oh.
I'm at home in my, like,
Terrible. Worm brain.
I want to turn around,
Mm-hmm.
facing the worm.
Turn around.
Every now and then.
And
we fight
use.
worms every now and then.
I want to use my, weird
Yeah.
tendril brain to invoke Arms of Hadar. It invokes the power of Hadar, the Dark Hunger. Tendrils of dark energy erupt from you and batter all creatures within 10 feet of you. And I guess I'll roll a d6.
So you're approaching the worm within 10 feet is the question.
Yeah, he's coming up on me anyway.
Might as well.
I'm just gonna go ahead.
We might as well just all live inside this
Can we
worm.
can we split them between us?
You could, yeah. We'll get there. Once your turn, you can.
Yeah.
Bunny,
Never done.
how much damage does the spell do normally?
Normally, a target takes 2d6 necrotic damage, and can't take reactions until its next turn.
Nice.
And at higher levels,
I'd like you to roll 2d6 right now. Go
Okay.
for it. And don't consider that spell used.
Okay, at higher levels it says I add a d6 for every.
Were my spells used earlier? No? Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll fix
Do I
that
roll
real
2?
fast.
2d6. I rolled a 6 on the first one, and a 5.
All right. You go forward, and you are casting these tendrils up into this worm, and it rears back, and you are actually pushing it back a little bit.
Okay.
But due to how close you have gotten to this worm, it is so massive with so many tendrils. I need you to roll to see if you're able to avoid being grabbed by it.
Okay. 6.
You do successfully avoid being grabbed by it at this point. Rain, what would you like to do? You are much more surrounded than almost anybody else.
Yes. So I'm gonna. You said I can take one of them.
Yeah, do you want to like kick one of them out of the group and choose one of them as your party? Or do you want to try to jump on and be like a little trio?
Menage a trois.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, no, because that leaves us with one less piece. I'm decent on my own, but I'm squishy, so that's why I want one of them.
Sure.
But I think I'll boot him because he's
Yeah,
all
'cause he
right on his
deserves it.
own.
He deserves it.
And we're gonna. I'm gonna use fairy fight. Will I hit both with
Sure.
fairy fight?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
He can grumble over here.
3 and a 5.
This one is destroyed by the fairy fire.
Cool.
Sybil,
Yes.
there's a huge worm
Sure
at
is.
your back.
Yeah. I probably heard it, even though I can't see it because I'm turned around.
Do you want to turn around?
I mean, you can look behind you and you hear an earthquake.
I guess.
You're just like staring straight ahead.
I don't know.
You can't
I
even,
figured
like...
that it was like all happening at the same time right now, but I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, we're all Fae here, technically.
Kind of.
Yeah. I'm a Ladrin. That's a Fae. We're gonna Misty Step
Where do you want to Misty Step?
over here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna instruct them that like to use like if they have it to use like offensive magic if they have it, and I'm gonna pull out my bow and shoot these guys.
All right.
That's the plan.
All right, you are able to take out those guys. Okay. Who wants to roll for Dizzy?
I got it.
All right, roll for yourself as well.
It's a 6.
Okay.
And a 1.
All right. So, the good news is that you're okay. The
That
bad
one got
news
to
is
Dizzy.
that unit comes in and smashes between the two of you. But Lord Thorndyke runs up and takes the hit. So Thorndyke drops and Dizzy is
Yeah.
pushed backwards.
Like
you and Dizzy are
drops or
pushed
like-
backwards.
Like drops as
He
in dead,
drops.
or
You wouldn't know if people survive a war until you're able to see if they stand back up.
a better person than him. I will go ahead and give him band-aids.
He did save us.
Bunny, Rain, Sybil,
Yes.
Dizzy, and Harley all need to roll.
5, and then I'll roll for Dizzy. 4.
One of you guys is gonna treat me well. Maybe
2.
hopefully. Not well enough.
As no one was able to get over a 6 or higher, hard on a d6, I know.
Yeah,
The
thanks.
worm does rear back with its large mouth, and as all of you have been driven into the same direction, is able to move forward and able to devour everything in front of you as it heads towards the castle.
In front of us or
In front of
us?
it.
Oh, okay.
It moves to here,
So
We're all gone.
in a worm.
and everything there is
Hey,
completely
Lizzie.
devoured by the worm.
Howdy,
we missed the
howdy.
gizzards
Let's
inside,
fight
hopefully.
it from the inside out.
I really hope that we don't TPK here.
Nah, y'all, we just live in a worm now.
All right. Well, hopefully the
We're
storm-
the worm kings.
Well, that is what we'll need to find out at our final episode, which will be coming up just up soon. So everyone on the internet watching at home, thank you, and join us next time for the epic finale of The Fractured Star, presented by Cosplay Deviants.
All right,
Living in a worm.